is Will with WillToRock, and I'm here with the legendary Chip Z'Nuff.
Will, pleasure to meet you, my friend.
Brother, thanks for meeting with me.
Thanks.
So you kicked off the tour in San Diego on Wednesday.
Yeah.
How'd it go? How was the first
It was
night?
great. We started on Tuesday. It was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And we went and had a party at the Viper Room. Had Top 5 playing with us, Hillbilly Harold, who just opened up for Slash.
Yeah.
And Miles Kennedy. And then the tour officially started off the following day in San Diego at the House of Blues. Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. What great rock and roll fans out in San Diego. I could live out there for at least a month. Until they got sick of me and throw me out of town.
What can the fans expect on this tour from your set?
Oh, it's pretty simple. It's a 4-ring circus. Picture David Bowie and the Beatles in an alley fighting, and Cheap Trick comes in and breaks it up. That's Enuff Z'Nuff, basically. I always tell all journalists around the country, show me a band without influences, and I'll show you a band who hasn't written one note or has a record deal. So for us, here we are in the 21st century, 2018 here at the WillToRock Theater. Brand new record out. I'm pretty excited about what the future holds. We've got some good opportunities here, and the fans in Los Angeles, they love rock and roll. So
They do. Diamond Boy is a great album.
Thank you.
Written by you.
Thank you.
Singing by you.
Yep.
How was it taking on all this for yourself for this album?
Guilty as charged along with my band because they certainly helped. These guys are all great writers. Tony Oscar Fennell, wonderful. He used to be a singer in Ultravox. He's a terrific artist and a great producer. And Tori Stoffregan, who's from a band called Blue Black 7, also plays in the past. He was with the Black Mollies. And then, of course, Daniel Benjamin Hill, our drummer from Chicago, and another great writer as well. So I put together, I feel, a pretty strong, cohesive team. We've got wonderful chemistry. And the common denominator is let's put out great records and go out and tour around the world.
Right. You sound great on this album. I know you've taken on vocals before. Any difference? Do you feel any more pressure? You were the vocals for the album.
It's quite a challenge. There's not about that, but I think I'm up for it. And, I've been told I can wear this dress well, so I'm going to go out there and play every single night and give it the best I can. And a little discipline never hurt anybody. The old days, it would be a Brinks truck full of cocaine, tons of booze, and pot, and everything. It would really burn the candle at both ends. And now it's a pretty focused band, very cohesive. And all we want to do is play great shows every single night, see all the fans, and try to do that every night. It's wash, rinse, repeat. That's basically what it is every night. And we mix up the set a little bit. Everybody thought we were just going to play one song off the new record because we got such a long, illustrious catalog. But there's quite a few songs, 3 or 4 songs in the set that we do off the new album. And it seemed really as a strong show in San Diego, and we'll see how the WillToRock treats us. But Los Angeles has always been pretty good to us.
Yeah, I love seeing you at Soundcheck Live. I catch you there.
It's great playing there. I love Steve.
Steve Perlazzo, great guy.
Yeah.
And I've seen you on the vocals and the bass up front, and you sound killer.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So I'm looking forward to tonight.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I went out last night walking around. I stopped over at the Rainbow where Trunk was doing his show for Sirius. And Steve Vai was there, and Sebastian Bach, and all the guys from Great White and BulletBoys showed up as well. And it was a really fun night. A lot of people came out. And then right after that, I had Amy over at Whiskey A Go-Go take me over to see Slash and Miles Kennedy.
You got over to the show.
And that was jam-packed. You couldn't fit a rodent in there.
I saw some video. It looked horrible.
Yeah, it was
sweaty horrible.
Yeah, but Slash and the band brought
it's Slash.
When he picks up the guitar and starts playing, turn the tape recorder on because you're not going to hear one bad note.
No,
he's that good.
The guy's amazing. You were gonna at one point I read that you were gonna release a video for each track on Diamond Boy.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Is it still?
That's our intent right now. In this day and age, I think it's important. Social media is huge. It's not like the old days. We all have cell phones. Everybody that's their computer and they walk around with that. And it is what it is. And we can't change it. I'm still living in the past, to be honest with you. Even when it comes to music.
Yeah. Of
course, I listen to bands like the Struts and Greta Van Fleet.
I was going to ask who you're listening to now.
There's a lot of great bands out there. In 1975, there's tons of good bands out there, but I'm still finding myself listening to Queen and Beatles and Cheap Trick and Mata Hoople, and it's a big potpourri of stuff. So there's a lot for everybody to listen to. There's room for everybody out there. Yeah. And my recommendation is, if you like your bands, go and support them.
I agree. Spend the money.
That's it. It's not that much. Sure, like this tour right here, Live Nation Tour, they're really smart about it. It's a very reasonably priced ticket. You get 3 bands, all of it have had hits on MTV. Yeah. All have toured around the country. We've sold a lot of records collectively, and it's nice that it's a nice package here. And I think that in this day and age right here, putting more bands together, consolidating, that's the name of the game. And Live Nations has done a great job for us. I'm really happy.
It seems to be the way to go. I saw the 2 festivals that they had before, the Hair Nation Festival they had. Looks like they put it into more of a touring thing now.
And Live Nations is talking about doing a massive, huge arena tour next year with 5 or 6 bands, and that'll be incredible.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Love to be on that one.
That would be amazing. If you could put one of these festivals together, obviously besides the bands you're with, who would you throw onto a lineup?
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I get Slash and Snake Pit for sure.
Yeah.
Can't get Guns N' Roses, they're too big, they're playing.
Yeah, they probably
stadiums,
wouldn't do
obviously
it.
it's an obvious choice. You know, get Metallica and all.
Right.
And Iron Maiden and all the bands that bring in tons of people. But for bands of our genre, it'd be nice to see a festival with maybe a Cheap Trick, and a Loverboy, Enuff Z'Nuff, and then maybe throw in there the Struts, because I really love them a lot. Or Greta Van Fleet, they're a new and up-and-coming band out of Michigan. And maybe somebody from our era like LA Guns or Faster Pussycat, and that's a great tour right there.
That's a great tour right there. That's a debaucherous tour is what that is.
I like it.
What do you think? Is there much of a scene? I know you talk about when you're at Soundcheck Live, you're all about the women.
Yep.
You're all about the drugs and stuff. Talk about it. What do you think of the scene now?
Well, I think
are you a healthy guy now?
I'm very healthy right now. A little bit of smoking, as you just seen. Just a couple of puffy poos off an open Camel non-filter. That never hurt anybody. I remember the Beatles. In the old days, they would endorse the old. I forgot what it was, Dunhills maybe or something. They had a cigarette they were endorsing. I thought, or Chesterfields or something like that. Unbelievable. The Beatles endorsing smokes. I'm not endorsing smoking because it's terrible for you. Okay, it's a habit. But the Camel non-filters are the only cigarette that any doctors ever endorsed. Okay, so as far as the debauchery goes, I think it's been we've curtailed that. We're in a good shape right now. Making good music. The band seems pretty healthy right now. With the good Lord's blessing, we got a chance for anything to happen. Our record came out last month, charted on the Billboard charts, which I know I sound like I'm bragging, but I'm very proud of that.
You should be
First
in this
time
day and age.
25 years. And it seems like people are gravitating, grabbing onto rock and roll. I'd like to see another MTV or VH1 open up again. It'd be real nice. But we got Palladia. We can watch bands in concert live, which is, I think, pretty cool. Yeah. And it's all about right nowadays bands getting up and getting out there in the Oscar Mayer, Wiener Wagon, or fucking rickshaw, whatever it takes, and go out there and tour. And as far as the promiscuity and substance abuse, those are good stories. They're not about, and people seem to gravitate to artists that tell the truth, and I always have.
Yeah.
So those were days I got a chance to live through, and I survived it, and I'm really happy about that. And hey, here I am right now, and maybe I'm not doing any of that stuff right now, but I still like to hang with the people that do.
Yeah. So the industry's changed, and a lot of it has not changed for the better. It's made it a lot harder on acts. Is there anything good about the industry now? What's the best thing?
Well, we're waiting for the next guy to come out of the basement that is going to sell 2 million records, and there'll be a new way how to reach the people.
Yeah.
I think that I have my plan that I thought was a pretty solid, concrete plan was a video for every single record for sure. And it's quite expensive to do that, but I got some good friends out there that want to help the band. The first video just came out. It's out right now, Diamond Boy. And Where Did You Go will be the second single. And after that, We're All the Same. And we'll try to get through the whole record making videos. And I think we have a good chance right there, social media-wise, to keep people quite interested. And then this long 2.5-month tour, Live Nation certainly is a shot in the arm for us.
Right. You're on this tour with, I'm sure, people you've interacted with throughout the years, the BulletBoys, Jack's Great White. How's that relationship with those guys? Is this a fun thing? Is this work for you?
I'm having a great time so far.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm only 3 or 4 days into the run, so
so it's early.
Come see me in a week or two.
I might.
Yes, but the BulletBoys guys have been quite charming. Mark is singing his ass off. He plays great. And the band sounds pretty solid. Great White, Jack Russell's Great White, that is. Well, you love Jack's pipes. He's got tons of hits. Save All Your Love and Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Yeah. He brings it every single night.
He's defying gravity.
Yeah, he does. The band sounds really good too. So I think all 3 bands get along fairly well.
Yeah.
And we all accepted the challenge, which is to go out there and play great shows every single night and do a good job for Live Nations and for the SiriusXM people, and that's what we're going to do. And I think that people that come out to the shows will be pleasantly surprised. Like I said earlier, very reasonably priced ticket, and the fans have been showing up. They want to hear rock and roll, and nobody wants to pay $200 for a ticket. You don't have to do that in a store. You get to see 3 bands that collectively have sold 15, 20 million records. It's pretty good.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. One other question. You took up all the vocals yourself. If Donnie came back, would you relinquish him? Are you having too much fun doing it yourself? You said you'd keep the Seymour for him at one point. What are your thoughts
and
now?
I'm not a liar when it comes to that. Listen,
Yeah.
I consider him one of the quintessential singers of our generation.
Yeah.
A wonderful songwriter. He's done a lot for the band. But listen, he quit for the third time in 2013. He said he wanted to go in a different direction and start another life, and that's what I'm doing. I'm starting another life too. And I took the template from Genesis. I looked at bands like Journey and Styx and Stone Temple Pilots and Foreigner, and those bands sold way more records than we have. And they went out and they found a singer somewhere else, and those guys are doing terrific, and they're playing sheds and arenas, and they're doing wonderfully. And congratulations, and I commend them. It's a new chapter in Enuff Z'Nuff's life. I gave it 29 years with my band, as it was. Never want to change ever, and it just so happens that people take different directions in life and move on, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So here's the band. This is Enuff Z'Nuff now. I'm happy with it. A wonderful band, as I mentioned before, and I think it's only fitting that I give it a chance. I deserve that.
Yeah, you sound great. The album is great. The band is great. They're amazing people. So congratulations on the success of Diamond Boy. Thank you for talking to me. Do you have any message for the fans? You want to say
Thanks.
anything?
Yeah, I hope you all live to be 100 years old and the last voice be mine. God bless you all. See you at the show. Bring your peace signs and paisleys. These concerts are like an indoor mini Woodstock. I've said it a million times, without the mud. Cheers.
Legend.